Today we will look at the second repair video of the Russian Repair God Ghost brand. After watching so many machine repair videos, this issue should be regarded as the existence of the ceiling. Viagra is going to be repaired today. It is a children's scooter made in the former Soviet Union. About this pedal, the origin of the car is that Viagra's grandfather bought it for him in the novel for 4 years and rediscovered this car in the warehouse. Then Viagra wanted to repair him and drive this car to his son again, so it really did. 3 generations of people in one car and boat are still in the car. Why do you say that this time it is not the ceiling and watch of FTV? I believe that after you read it, there will be 2 question marks in your head. What is it and what is it? It will be an eye-opening feeling, so back to the video. Viagra has surrounded the money and cut out the 4-wheel bone covers. First of all, they need to be stripped of paint. Take out a bottle of paint stripper. The real Viagra video is the first time you watch it, but you can see it. It can be seen that the transportation inside is very good, including the details, and the special price is very good. Not only the restoration of the technical table, but also his video self-help, attacking the enemy, is also very powerful. It is a gray-white primer. After the primer is dry, it needs to be sprayed on the front. The top coat is a black piano penguin. The color and texture of the piano are very beautiful. The effect is very good. This kind of deception in the eyes of ordinary people feels very well, but in the eyes of Viagra, it is still a little bit of him. Viagra is now starting to operate on the 4-wheel bone calcium and the big encirclement cloud. I'm sure everyone knows the way of Viagra, but I'm sure you haven't seen the method of Viagra before. First, clean the bone calcium with soapy water, and then use an air gun to spray off the tea water on it. At this time, Viagra soaks no more boiling water. The purpose of boiling water is to make coffee. This is the coffee powder. After pouring the water into the container, we will stir the coffee powder. Today, we have finished a cup of coffee. In order to make the taste of the coffee more rich and layered, we will cut 1, squeeze the lemon juice into the lemon. Maybe Viagra thinks the acidity of the lemon juice is not enough and added some mistakes, and finally added some salt. Then a cup of rich and layered signature coffee is finished. Of course, this cup of coffee is not for drinking. It is for they exist for the Spark Festival, and they have their own uses. Coffee is used as a pigment. Lemons are used to speed up and slightly sour, to increase the concentration of ions. This bottle is chloride, which is added with vinegar and then put into water to dilute it. Then it is silver-plated. The reducing agent has been dealt with. The acetic acid in the world is used as a light festival in the silver plating. After the poison spraying is completed, take Viagra out and submit silver and calcium chloride. The 2 things react to form silver chloride. Silver chloride is make a group of the same existence in the whole process. This is a spraying method. When Yonji touches the surface of the space, it will start to react and the effect is very good afterwards. I also sprayed a layer of family members who can see the pigment. It can make him tidy up. It looks like there is a feeling of shadow and shadow. It has different effects under different angles and different light refractions. It is really cool. All the volumes used by the entire chemical degree camp are all dedicated to the hands and feet. In fact, the back I understand it well, but the purpose of the coffee over there is really like this. I have spent a long time and this is just the first Viagra in this modification. The young man said that there will be more coming later. Let's go back to the video. I am working on the car. When disassembling, I just used engine oil and lubricant to remove the stitches and arrange the screws. I did not remove the stitches. After removing the tires, you can remove the pedals. This pedal link feels cool and should be considered as the power of the entire car system. But here you see a spring. This spring acts as a shock absorber on the whole bike. Can you bear it? It's really not a small scooter and the shock absorber system is really exaggerated. They need to start now. Use soapy water to urgently clean the wheel bone. After the cleaning is completed, you will begin to remove paint and rust. This is the rust removal method used by Viagra. It is not the one we usually see instead. It is heated directly with a blowtorch and then put in citric acid method. But if the power supply surface is too hot, you will also read that there is still no way to deodorize it in this way. I can take a look at the entire reaction. The effect is still very ideal. The paint on it and the show have been removed, now that it is clean. After wiping it clean, the whole nude picture will be shot out very well, but in the details, you can see that there are a lot of sleeve pits on it. Next, it is a little operation. Viagra needs to use the ancient method of blackening to deal with these. To blacken the parts, first put the sodium hydroxide into the water to dissolve it and stir it. After stirring evenly, add nitric acid. I believe everyone knows what nitric acid is used for. It can be said that most people in our country have no way to do it. After you buy it and stir it evenly, put the bow and arrow in it, no matter how high the force is. A deep oxide film will form on the surface of the iron support. This is what we call the black devil. In fact, the main thing is,